Hey there, welcome to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name is Jeremiah Krakowski. I want to talk about a way that can help you save a lot of time in your business, which is outsourcing. And I never understood outsourcing for the longest time. I wish I had this video right here when I started in my business. Number one thing is it's not as complicated as we make it. Number two, you really need to learn how to A, recognize talent, and B, how to manage people well. And so those are the two skills that I want to help you with by the end of this training, is to walk you through to be able to do that. Number one of my favorite resources for hiring, there's a couple of them that are out there. I'm going to show you just on the websites. Onlinejobs.ph, still one of my favorites. Hiring Filipino workers in the Philippines, people that can help you with your copywriting, your ads, your graphics, all those types of things. So really incredible community. Love it. A couple of others that are honorable mentions. Upwork.com. You can hire some people on Upwork.com that are freelancers that can help you, as well as Fiverr. Fiverr.com. It does like one-off jobs for that. Now, to figure out what your job is and how to make a listing, I'm going to tell you, you want to use AI for this. And so you could literally put, I want to hire a video editor to make Instagram reels and edit them. I'm posting on online jobs, PH and Upwork. Write me a detailed listing to attract top talent at affordable price. Okay. And so what it's going to do, the AI is literally going to go to work to write for us the job listing for you. Now, again, this is taking in mind a lot of like the different stuff that we have done with our clients, things like that. It's pulling all that into there. But yes, right here, literally is showing you exactly how to make a job listing. So if you're like, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to share, AI will help you with that. Okay. Now, to figure out who are the best people to hire, here's what I do. Is whenever I make a listing on these sites, I'm going to get oftentimes hundreds of applications. I look for one thing and one thing only. Price. No, that's not it. Well, I do look for what is the price, what are they charging per hour for that. And I'm not going to hire somebody who's charging me 3 times as much per hour as what my budget is. So I'm going to eliminate off of the list of, say, 500 people that might have applied for a job, anybody who is above my price. And that might oftentimes eliminate about 50 to 70% of the people who applied. Beyond that, then what I look for is the ones who are within the price range I'm looking for. Not the cheapest price, but a little bit above the lowest cost is usually what I look for. I then look for what are their portfolios and responses. Now, the cheapest price people often are terrible at doing this. Sending the stuff you actually asked for. So if you made this listing like with ChatGPT, it's asking for different examples and showing what you want to see from them and how they can share this, how to apply, what to share with you, what links. Chances are most people who are applying are not going to follow your directions. And listen, if they can't follow the directions in the application, they're not going to follow your directions when you're hiring them. So just eliminate anybody who literally didn't do what you asked for. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, sorry, that eliminates about 80 to 90% of the remaining applicants. Now, the higher cost applicants are usually more likely to actually do what you said. But the lower cost ones, oftentimes maybe they're trying to build their portfolio, they're trying to start out, they still have great quality. And so then what I'll do is I'll look at the ones who actually did what they said they're going to do. They actually followed through. Which ones do I like what they have, their style. And I really want it to match whatever style that I see in the examples that they're giving me is going to be the style that I'm going to get from them when I hire them. Because they're not going to just change their style for me. I'm not going to expect anybody that I'm hiring to do something different in the style that I want. And that's a key that I want you to understand when you're hiring people, is that it's really hard to teach somebody new methods when you're just starting out with them. Now, over time, you can train people with new skill sets and things like that, and I have learned how to do that. But when you're hiring the person at first, you want them to as closely match what you're trying to accomplish as possible in the examples they sent you, because that's exactly what you're going to get out of them. Okay? So, and then what you'll find is literally out of 500 people, you might literally only have 2 people that fit all those qualifications. And those are 2 people that now you can do a test run with. And I'll tell you, by doing this, we've weeded out to the best possible candidates in price, in being able to follow directions, and actually producing a style that is something similar to what we're wanting. And this is not, I've never gone wrong with this process, with doing this when hiring people on these sites, with outsourcing. And so then I'll send them like a test run and things like that I want. Don't pay them a big lump sum up front. Pay them up front for maybe like a week of work. You could also say, hey, I only want to pay you for 10 hours this week. That's another great thing to do. I like to start with 10 hours usually with these people. So I'm going to say, you're going to do 10 hours this week, and I'm going to pay you for that. So if they're $6 an hour, by the way, that's all they charge, all you got to pay is like $60. And then you got 10 hours of work with somebody, and they might be able to crank out like 5-10 videos for you during that time. It's amazing. Let's say you're hiring somebody for Instagram Reels or something like that. Okay? Now comes to management. Oftentimes, when we hire people, they get complacent and they get comfortable. And when people get comfortable, they get sloppy and they make mistakes. Now, I am a huge proponent of not micromanaging people. I am a huge proponent of teaching people how to be self-governing. However, it's also my company, and I need to look at, okay, are they actually doing their job? Are they actually doing what they're supposed to do? And if they don't, I'm going to let them know as quickly as possible. Had this happen recently. Had to let one of our staff members know, hey, you didn't do your job. What happened? This is not acceptable. It's not going to work. No emotion. Don't be emotional. Don't yell. Don't get emotional. But be direct and tell them what's not working, what needs to change, what needs to improve. And then what I like to do is I always offer their help. I encourage them. I tell them they're doing a great job, that I believe in them, I know that they're going to be able to get this right, and that I'm here for them if they need help, if they need some guidance, some direction, if they want to talk through anything. And what I found is by doing that, I can usually often get somebody back on track. If somebody gets back on track right away, that's great. If they're not, and I still get repeated issues going on, had this happen as well with another staff member, had to let them go, had to fire them, had to let them, they were making some very silly mistakes that were costing me a lot of money. And quite frankly, probably should have let them go sooner than I did, but it was a tough lesson to learn. And so understand that, you want to hire fast and fire fast. And that's something that, like, I would say a lot of people they're hesitant to fire people. They want to hire quickly. When I say hire fast, I don't want to take a lot of time from the time they put in an application to hiring. I want to be able to just weed out all the ones that aren't worth it. I have a system for that, and then I'm going to hire somebody pretty quickly. But then if they're not working out, I'm going to fire them, and I'm not going to continue working with them. I have standards that I expect, and how I expect things to be. And so listen, if you follow this and you can learn how to guide and direct people really well, you can really help people do their job better. And one of the best ways that you can help people do their job better is by recording your screen. Such as recording it through here or through a Zoom meeting. You can send recordings. Let's say there's a task that you want to walk them through to do. They're not quite sure how to do. I always record my screen, show them exactly what it is that I want them to take, and then send that to them. Now, in my Wealthy Coach Academy program, we actually have a whole course all about outsourcing and team building. I give a list of vetted service providers that you could hire that we've worked with. But the number one thing to realize is that, if you're going to grow your business, if you're going to scale, it's got to happen with more than just you. And you don't need to have big salaries. You can hire people part-time, 10, 20 hours a week, part-time, very part-time, overseas like this, and be able to get great results. I have people that work with me that are $3 an hour. I got people that work with me that are $7 an hour. I got people that work with me that are $27 an hour. and they're in all different parts of the country, including we have some people that are here in the United States. And so with that, we figure out, okay, what's working out best. All the people that have worked with me, they've been with me for a long time, and they love it, and they tell me they really enjoy it because, again, I let them be self-governing. I let them manage their own time. I let them choose and decide when they want to work. I'm not super controlling, but I'm direct, and I tell them what I want, and they accomplish it when I tell them what I want. And then I let them run with it, and I don't micromanage it from there. If things aren't working out, okay, I'm going to help course correct, but not getting into that micromanagement type of role, okay? So I hope that this helps you. If you're somebody that wants to build your business, break past burnout, and be able to scale your coaching business fast, being able to hire people is one of the fastest and best ways to do that, all right? If you want to jump into my Wealthy Coach Academy program, I'd love to see you in there, help you become one of the wealthiest coaches on the planet. That's what we help people do every single week. And so go check it out. Next time we open the doors, you can jump in. You can also check out more about it by going to jeremiahkrakowski.com/100K. 100, the letter K. And that's going to actually show you how to get started with us and maybe skip the line as well. All right? So grow your life, everybody. We'll talk soon. I'll see you in the next lesson.